Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Tom Spark. Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be talking about my top 5 reasons not to use a free VPN provider. Alright guys, so let's get into it. Now guys, why should you listen to me compared to anyone else on YouTube or other websites? Well, I'm the only channel on YouTube that contains no sponsorships and I have no YouTube ads. On my channel I discuss ad blockers and VPNs, and both these things can help you prevent YouTube ads and other forms of ads on the internet. So I'm not going to have them in my videos. That would be completely hypocritical. Not only that, but I don't have any Patreon or anything like that, and everyone on my channel who joins the Discord gets the free benefits of being a viewer. They get free emojis and things like that. But guys, the real reason you should listen to me when it comes to VPNs is I've pretty much rated every single one. I've been doing this for around 7 years now, and I've even rated all of them in this comparison table that has tons and tons of data comparing different VPN providers and what features they do or do not have. If you guys are looking for a paid VPN provider, make sure to check out vpntierlist.com and check out some of the A-tier VPNs. These are the best VPNs you can get, and each one can be a perfect fit depending on your specific use case. If you're still not sure, take the VPN quiz. This is the easiest and fastest way to find the VPN suited for your specific needs. It chooses one VPN from 5 of my top 5 VPNs, and it's sure to help you pick the perfect VPN. Alright guys, so let's go ahead and discuss some of those things I was talking about before. What are some of the things and reasons why you shouldn't use a free VPN provider? Well, one of the biggest reasons is that most free VPNs actually have had serious security vulnerabilities, or just they're scams. You could find lots of issues with various apps on Google Play Store or even iOS with VPNs being infected with malware. There's lots of articles discussing things like SuperVPN, Siphon VPN, Touch VPN, Unitelli, Earth VPN. Here's another article alleging that SuperVPN exposed 360 million user records. You could find hundreds and hundreds of VPNs like this on the App Store, whether you're on iOS or Android, and most of these are free VPNs that just monetize your data and use ads to make money. The bad news is they're just going to nuke your internet speeds and not be good at all. Now you might be saying, Tom, what about some of those good free VPN providers? Now I'm going to be discussing a couple of good VPN providers, and I wouldn't really recommend using the free model, and I would stick to my A-tier VPNs. Now some of the reasons that these good free VPNs are not worth using is that they all share similar things. One of the things is slow or reduced speeds. Now, if we go to one of the more popular free VPN providers, that's going to be something like ProtonVPN. You could see on their website that they say ProtonVPN free does not guarantee the fastest speeds. You only get the fastest speeds with ProtonVPN Plus, which is a paid model. The free version does not include the fastest speeds, so it's going to be pretty slow, and that's definitely going to be a bummer. Additionally, it doesn't guarantee simultaneous access across multiple devices. It doesn't specify that at all, and it only protects up to 10 devices at a time on the premium. But the free model, it doesn't say you can even use it on multiple devices. Additionally, the free model is limited on the features. With the paid model, you get things like ad blocking, double hop, and support and live chat, as well as streaming compatibility to unblock streaming services. So in a lot of ways, the free model here is completely stripped down, and in my opinion, not even worth using. And this is probably the best free VPN provider that you can find. Next up, we have Hi.me, maybe something that's not as talked about as much by VPN noobs, but if you've been around their block like me, you've found all the VPNs. This one has a free plan as well, but we only have 10 gigabytes per month, so they're limiting how much you can use the VPN, a limitation of 6 locations, and only 1 connection at a time. The good thing about Hi.me is that you have unlimited speeds, but you're limited on the bandwidth. So unlike Proton that has limited speeds and they limit your bandwidth, Hi.me kind of flips it around. So it kind of depends on you what you're looking for. But again, the limitations here are not really worth making it use the free model. Next up, we have a VPN called Windscribe. Now, Windscribe is interesting because it doesn't really even have the free plan on their website. I've always kind of thought this is a little bit annoying for those people who do want to use the free model. You can't really find any information about it on this specific site. You kind of just download the app and you can see the limitations there. I'm looking down at the bottom and I don't really see any information about the free model either, but from what I remember, you get around 10 to around 20 gigabytes of data. So like Hi.me, it's also restricting your data. So there you go. another restriction, and it's not going to offer you all the paid features of Windscribe. You can see here that they're also limiting the server locations. With the Pro version, you get way more access to a variety of different servers than you would with the free model. So again, not really worth using. Now you might be saying, well, Tom, what if I can't afford a paid VPN? What if these are my only options? Well, I would recommend finding the cheapest possible VPN and at least spending a little bit of money on that service, since it can be worth it depending on your use case. If you're someone who really does want to protect your information from your internet service provider, if you don't want them knowing that you're watching porn, or if you just want to access websites that you need, maybe you're in a censored country, or maybe you're somewhere where you want to watch porn, but you can't, like in the United States, some of the countries are banning porn, which is crazy. Or at least Pornhub is making it so you can't watch it because the states are trying to attack it and require Pornhub to collect your identification while watching porn, and people need VPN to access that. Or you just want to use VPN to torrent and do other things. Well, like I said, I would find the cheapest VPNs. Now, on my tier list, I would say probably the best deals are probably going to be TorGuard and Surfshark. Now, both of these VPNs have special deals in their own individual way. TorGuard is probably the cheapest VPN you could find anywhere. It's only around $5 a month or $30 a year. Not only that, but you also get really cool value propositions like free routers if you do decide to pick one of these different promos going on all the time. I recommend using the code TOMSPARK 2022 or 2023, whichever one you want to do. As you can see, it's only $5 a month or $30 a year. You can even get it as low as $70 per year. Now, like I said in the beginning of this video, this is not going to have any of those limitations. It's going to give you unlimited speeds, 8 simultaneous devices, full access to their server network, ad blocking, and everything you really need. Excellent VPN provider. The only thing here is that if you do want to block streaming restrictions, you are going to have to pay a little bit more for the streaming bundle. And if you do want to go that route, I would honestly just recommend Surfshark. Now, Surfshark gives pretty good deals if you decide to just stick with a VPN package and you don't need any of these cool little extra things. If you are interested in some of these things, I've covered them in other videos. However, here you could get Surfshark for around $60 for 26 months. So you'll be covered for pretty much 2 years and 2 months. Then after that, it's $60 per year. So honestly, that's a pretty good deal. This does include streaming compatibility, unblocking, so you'll be able to access various Netflix regions, get full access to the VPN with really good speeds. This paid plan is going to blow all those free plans out of the water. It's going to give you better speeds, have way more servers, have way more features, ad blocking, total encryption, everything you need from a VPN. So those are the two that are the cheapest pretty much from what I've found. Now, if you guys are saying, wait, I still can't afford those, I need a VPN. Honestly, use some of those free VPNs that I mentioned in this video. I would recommend either Proton or Hide.me depending on your use case. Hide.me, like I said, is better if you only have a small amount to download but you need faster speeds. Proton is better if you are okay to deal with slower speeds but download more. So I'll be putting links for those in the description down below too. Now, I've seen some people recommend some other VPNs out there like Riseup VPN. As you can see, here is the VPN itself. YouTuber Techlore just made a video promoting this one and a couple of others. So I was like, oh, maybe he's right. Maybe this is a good VPN. So I connected, and I'm connected, and I can't even load a website. So there you go. Look at how, it doesn't really have any settings barely at all. You connect, and nothing seems to work. So I guess what you get, what you pay for in this circumstance, nothing working. Now, one last thing I did want to mention is Tor. Is this a replacement to VPN? How does it compare against VPN? Well, it's not really anything like a VPN. If anything, Tor is more like a separate internet entirely. Your normal websites, well, with Tor, it's kind of primarily designed to navigate other websites in the dark web. If you do use normal websites with Tor, you're going to notice heavily reduced speeds, and a lot of websites simply do not let you use Tor. Try to make a Reddit account with Tor and tell me what happens. It basically instantly bans you, and a lot of other websites will do the same thing. That said, Tor itself does have its individual uses, primarily, like I said, navigating some of those other websites, or if you're not needing to use any kind of accounts on any website, maybe it can be okay. However, the speeds are extremely slow. There are a couple other cool projects out there that use kind of Tor nodes and those kind of things, which I find a little bit more interesting. But in and of itself, Tor is not going to give you anonymity while torrenting. It's not going to unblock geo restrictions, and it's not going to do a lot of those cool things like VPNs do. So there you go. I wouldn't really say it's really anything like a VPN. Alright guys, thanks for checking out this video, and I'll see you again very soon.